Reverend Raff and Beer Buddy, rocking round the world. What is going on, everybody? I am the Reverend Raff. This here is my good friend, the Beer Buddy Kyle. We are the Two Dudes Who Talk Music. And welcome back to our YouTube channel. So today we are debuting a brand new series. That's right. We have been talking about it throughout the back part of last year, and we are finally kicking it in. This is our brand new series that we are starting in 2025, and it is called Rockin' Round the World, if you didn't catch that fancy little jingle at the start there. Now,
great jingle.
Let me explain a little bit about what this series is going to be. So Rockin' Around the World is basically, we have discovered over the course of, we kind of had a bit of an inkling about it already, but, you know, we've really discovered over the course of the last couple of years that, you know, there is just so much metal from all across the world that we just aren't exposed to. And, you know, we want to find that. We want to discover that. We want to learn more about what's happening in heavy metal all over the world. And so what we have done is we have found this really nice map up here, as you can see in between us. And this map uses something called the Encyclopedia Metallum, however you want to pronounce it, which is basically a website that catalogs heavy metal bands from all over the world. And it puts it into this nice little map, which allows us to click on it and see what's where, metal bands from all these different countries. And the best part is it has a random button. So we are going to be taking full advantage of that. We're going to be heading over there right now and clicking on random and seeing what we get. Now, look, the idea here is for us to find bands from regions of the world that we maybe are less familiar with. So, you know, there's going to be a lot of metal bands from Canada and the US and the UK and Israel and all that kind of stuff. And that's great. That's awesome. We love that. But the focus here is primarily going to be from regions that we are less familiar with. Okay, so if we don't stumble onto one right away that we think is going to be, you know, like interesting enough, or if we think that it's maybe, you know, too kind of stock standard or too much of what we're used to, we're going to just click over and try and find something else. That's basically the whole point. So without further ado, we are going to spin this for the first time and we're going to see what we get.
Come on. All right, who have we got? I want to go. Look, I've got money. I'm going to go Turkmenistan.
Wait, Turkmenistan. You're going to put money on Turkmenistan.
So, yeah, Turkmenistan. Okay. Yeah, I reckon Turkmenistan is going to be the first spin.
There's a lot of bands.
I hope it is.
There's a lot of bands from a lot of countries, so it's a long shot. Bro. Here we go. Let's click on the random button. This is what the
internet's meant to be used for.
Yeah, exactly. Let's hit the random button and see what we get. And we have. All right. So we have Wurdalak. I am really not sure how to pronounce that. That is a melodic power metal band from Valencia in Spain.
Yeah, nice.
They have been active since 1998. They've got a bunch of releases there. We're going to find some of their stuff and give it a listen. And yeah, so we have Wurdalak. Really, really apologize if we're murdering that pronunciation. We do not speak Spanish, and we
unless we're ordering Taco Bell.
But so we spun these guys up. They are a Spanish melodic power metal band. This track we're going to be checking out is off their 2016 album. I'm really, really sorry, guys. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. We will have links down in the thing. I'll probably offend somebody if I try and pronounce that. But the song, it looks to be called No Mi Rendire.
Yeah, that's what I
No Mi Rendire, sorry. Again, this is what I mean. This is why we don't, I'm not trying to say this stuff.
We could do it the worst way, read it full bogan.
No Mi Rendire.
I was going to say we're not going to do that, but you just took the ball.
Too late. I took the ball and ran with it. This is Wurdalak with No Mi Rendire.
Oh.
Bit harsh on the ears.
Yeah, that was.
But we're going to dive in, give our thoughts and reactions as we're going through. We couldn't find a film clip for this one, but yeah, we're just going to check it out. We're going to listen to it and check it out, and here we go. It's starting real pretty.
It is. It's that false sense of security that they're building him into. Ooh.
It's very grand, you know? You know,
That was that went into that real nice.
it is. It's a nice transition. You know what it does though? It reminds me of like playing like Might and Magic or something back in the day. It was like very sort of grandiose, like hero type music from a video game or something.
You feel like you're meant to be riding in on a horse, and when the drums start, the army comes up over the hill behind you.
Yeah,
you're about to lead into battle.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Let's keep going here.
Oh yeah! There's that riding you.
The gallop.
Ooh.
I gotta say, for so many elements in this mix, it's like balanced fairly well.
Yeah, everything's coming in real nice.
Yeah, like it's, you can kind of hear the layering is done quite nicely here, which is a surprise because with so many elements, it'd be very easy to get overpowered. From one thing overpowering another.
Mixes from some of the bands out there, when those guitar solos come in over the top, they really sit. That's just really nice.
Or like when you've got like horns and strings balanced in there, because this is one of the things about mixing that isn't always talked about either, is you've got like kind of sonic brackets, I guess, where you like the sonic space that the guitar fills up is kind of within a certain range. And that tends to also sit around the same as where vocals are a lot of the time. So if you're also throwing in keyboards or synths or strings and things like that, a lot of that tends to go across that same frequency range, which can get very, very difficult to mix and separate everything and balance everything. So that's done really, really well, though. I'm really liking how that's all sitting.
Yeah, I'm digging these lots so far. They're good. Beautiful voice.
Nice harmonies. Great voice.
Awesome. Oh, that was a nice shade.
I'm really digging this, man. Like, this is really good. This is a really good way to start. This is really cool.
It is. Well, and it sounds like a fun song. Like,
This
like
is
a real.
Oh yeah,
I hope it is. I hope it is.
I mean, a lot of melodic power metal is very sort of like grandiose and inspiring and sort of lifting and things like that. But like, yeah, man, that's her voice.
I don't know.
Great voice. Great
and
voice.
it's so used to sort of hearing that stuff in the English, obviously our native language. There's something something so beautiful about it in Spanish. Like it almost
sounds more. Yeah, it's almost more like it's almost more grandiose. Like more.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if it's
almost puts it at an operatic sort of theme to it.
I mean, yeah, and then perhaps
not
that's
Italian
just
because
but yeah, perhaps that's just our association with certain European languages that sound certain ways. We're used to associating those with certain styles of music, right? Like that's just from you only know what you know, right?
That's true.
Which is part of why we're doing this. We're trying
exactly. We're here to learn,
expose ourselves to these different things and break down some of those barriers. So let's keep going. But I'm off to a great start. I'm really happy with this, dude.
I love her mix. How the mix sounds really sort of open with her vocals. It sounds like she's sort of in a really big room.
Yeah. Lots of big verb sounds on that. I mean, the drums I want to comment as well, like big panning on the drums with, the cymbals are very sort of everything's very hard, sort of like I feel like I'm in the space of a drum kit when I'm hearing how that's all panned and produced. So we keep going. And also the title of the track sounds far nicer when she's singing it, by the way, than when I say it,
Love how he opens up the drumming part there.
Yeah.
Oh.
This could just be me, but interesting production choice I've just noticed. It sounds to me like the guitars are more panned to one side and the synths and sort of
the bass is on the other.
But the bass is more centered, I think. But the synths, this could be how they're getting a good mix and separation of those, because I feel like they've got the guitars panned more to one side and the synths panned more to the other, which could possibly be how they're creating some separation in that space. But yeah, those drums are just really wide. Like the cymbals and the toms are out very, very far to the side to leave that space open in the middle, which is quite nicely done too.
See, people don't think about this stuff when they're listening to it.
Well, dude,
they're not meant to. They're not meant to.
This, it's like I said, the layperson doesn't need to think about this stuff.
Oh no, no, it's not what they're there to do. It's up to us.
I only pick up some of these production things because I have a small amount of experience in it. Like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm hearing more refined stuff because I do. None of that. There's a lot of stuff I'm probably missing because I don't have a lot of experience in that arena. I have a little bit, so I'm picking up certain things that just stand out to me. But yeah, these
guys are good.
This is a winner. These guys are really, really good. Yeah. Oh, the key change. The fucking key change.
He's good. I like that.
Yeah. Nice. Good crowd chant for the end there.
Man, that was a wicked
so
start,
good.
dude.
That was so good.
That was so good.
my man.
That key change was so quick. Like normally when you hear stuff like that, there's like a little bit of there's something in there to sort of signify, you know, like
I mean,
that was just like boom.
It was a nice touch. It really lifted that repeat of the chorus at the end there, and obviously they could do, you know, more. Like you did notice that the vocals were being a bit more, you know, interesting, or like changing a little bit from what a bit more flamboyant, I guess. Wow, though, that was amazing. Like, look, I'm not like power metal and that kind of stuff's not super in my niche. Like I tend to,
same here.
you know, like I dig it. I clearly enjoy it. It's just not something I listen to every day. That was killer, though. That was so good.
Oh,
that was so good,
dude. That solo. Wow! And
great example of not needing to play a million notes to have a nice solo. You know.
And you know what the thing is? It could have worked even if you did want to play a million notes, because the song was built like that. But it just. That was just so perfect. That was such a good way to start this.
Oh, brilliant. That was, I'm really, really happy with that. That's such a good start. Well, there you go. First episode of Rockin' Round the World out of the way. I think it's a great start. Yeah, Wurdalak with No Me Renderé. Again, sorry if I mucked up that pronunciation. It's this Aussie thing. Cool. It's just so good. But that was really, really cool. So let us know what you guys thought of that one down in the comments there. You know, we're definitely going to be continuing this series. So if you've got other Spanish metal bands that you think we'd enjoy, definitely mention them down there. And hey, let us know if you're going to add these guys to your rotation, because that was cool.
That was great. I love how it threw us. Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Sorry, I can't follow
that. I love how they sort of threw us a smaller band too, like the numbers on there too.
Yeah. Like the website threw us one that's a little, you know. But that's the whole point. We want to find these smaller bands, you know. So I'm stoked. That was such a great start. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Y'all have been amazing. We'll catch you guys next time. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't, downvote the shit out of it. I have been Raph. He has been Beer Buddy. That was Wurdalak. We'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.
Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. We really hope you had a good time. If you did, please consider hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell down there. It helps the channel grow. We are still a fairly young channel, and we like to try and grow our audience all over the world. We do also, for those of you who are interested, have a Patreon. It's just a couple of bucks a month. At the moment, you get all the videos early and ad-free, but we are working on ways to increase the value of that and make it a bit more enticing. So don't forget to keep an eye out and check back on what's going on over there. Other than that, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the rest of your day.